Hi, everybody. I'm Dee.
And I'm Jay.
And we are ParoDeeJay.
Welcome to the MSC Seaside Wrap-Up Extravaganza.
It's a bit of a different video than we've done before.
It is. We're recording on the webcam because we've hopped over on StreamYard. We have special guests today. We are bringing in Ricky and Laura, who we've known since 2017. We have done, this is 14 cruises with them now.
They're pretty much cruise experts as well.
But this is their first MSC.
Yeah.
So we're like, you know what? We're going to combine our final thoughts with their first impressions, and that's going to be fantastic. So let's see if we can bring them in. Can we do the fancy things? Let's unmute you.
Hey!
Holy moly, look at that. Look at that fanciness. We're so fancy now.
Very
We're so fancy
tacky.
we can't even have a background other than this black screen.
Yep.
So how are y'all tonight? What's going on in the world?
Good. Good. Yep.
Long time no see.
This feels like a live stream. I feel like we're doing a live stream.
Yeah, it kind of has that feel.
So now, as the unofficial informal host, I have created a series of categories for us to talk about to try to keep us on track.
Yes. We
that's a
won't
good
stay
thing
on
to
track
do.
otherwise.
Let's start on MSC with the most important thing everybody always wants to know about, which is the food on MSC. So I'm going to turn it over to you guys for a hot minute. You can talk about the dining room, the buffet, the butcher's cut steakhouse, the pizza. Just tell what was your food impression, like the choices on the menu. Tell me about your food experience.
You go first.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Pressure's on.
Well, my impressions are it's a lot of pasta, seafood type dishes, which they were really good, but it's not really up my alley. I mean, I'm more of a meat, chicken nuggets, steak sort of person, which everybody knows that.
Steak and chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
He's so fancy.
Yeah. So I'm so fancy.
Fancy like Applebee's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the food was good. I mean, it's not that it wasn't. It was good. It's just not quite my style, but it was good.
Yeah, I enjoyed the food. I will say that there was at least one night I remember, maybe two, where I kind of was like, I'm not really sure what I'm going to be eating tonight. Let me go.
Oh, yeah.
I had to go to the standard everyday choices to find something. But I mean, I didn't go hungry.
No.
So everything was really good. I mean, even the stuff like, the pumpkin cheesecake, the topping looked a little questionable,
Stuff, yeah.
but it was good. Like, it wasn't like weird or anything. So
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Talking about the chicken nuggets in the video watched today.
Yep.
I did not try one myself, but I do remember both Ricky and Jay were talking about that they weren't very chickeny chicken nuggets.
No.
It was sad times a little
It was
bit.
the effort.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Right.
I spent the whole cruise ship trying to find some chicken tenders the whole time. Never could find them.
No chicken tenders.
So if you're looking for chicken tenders, ain't happening.
Yeah.
I mean, the other ones, the food was good.
Yeah.
The
pizza was phenomenal. I mean, some of the
There you
best
go.
I've ever had.
I only had one bite of pizza, so I can't.
I mean, we had pizza about every night.
Laura doesn't like cheese, to be fair.
Yeah, the cheese will
I
get
do
you.
like pizza though.
That's
Okay,
true.
That's
With pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the pizza was, I mean, Jay said it was going to be good, and it was better than I thought it was going to be, without a doubt.
yeah, and see, that's a true testament right there. If Ricky approves of the pizza,
Mhm.
you know, I can say it all day long because I'm easy to please, but Ricky is a pizza connoisseur.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of Butcher's Cut?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So Butcher's Cut was very tasty, definitely worth the money. They helped us find the most economical way for us to do that since we didn't have a plan.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we just bought it kind of like, did we do the a la carte?
I think we did
It was the dining experience.
dining
You-
experience.
Was it
Where you
that
could
way
pick
ended?
one meat,
Yeah.
one dessert, one side,
Okay.
sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't remember because there were a couple options. So we were like, we weren't sure which was the best option. And so we just went with
I mean,
whichever one
it
worked
was
out.
definitely a great steak. It's not that it wasn't, but steak, it's about the same anywhere, really. I mean,
Yeah.
you go to a high class steak
I
restaurant.
mean, it was good.
it was good. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Definitely enough food.
Yeah.
Well, I remember that one night Ricky got a steak with like some tomato sauce or something on it.
Oh,
that
my
steak
bad.
was a little.
That
I
was on
didn't care for
tonight's
that.
video,
Yeah.
I think.
That might have been.
Yeah.
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 I think I might have gave you half of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't remember that one being super impressive. But
Yeah.
MSC, they usually do shine on their specialty dining, and then the rest of the place, other than pizza and like their pasta, you're kind of like, huh. I remember those nights where we sat around going, are we really going to go to the dining room tonight? Because
Yeah.
It's all hit or miss, technically,
Yeah.
but
And
when
then
it hits, it's good.
Yeah, and this particular ship didn't have a lot of other places to eat besides buffet or dining room,
No.
like other cruise lines.
Right.
That's true.
That was kind of maybe one, not really negative, but
Mhm.
you have to have to choose one or two.
And like breakfast in the dining room.
Yeah,
It was repetitive.
Yeah, like my hot dog sausages, beanie weenies.
Beanie weenies for breakfast. And they're the only the more lacking point probably in the whole entire ship was the service at breakfast.
yeah, it was definitely.
They struggled at breakfast with service on a few
Now
things.
for supper, it was excellent.
Excellent.
Oh, our team was wonderful.
Polar opposite.
Oh yeah.
It was phenomenal, really.
Yeah, but breakfast was a little. It was better than the buffet. I didn't have to go get it myself, but.
Yeah, I think we always knew if we got seated in like the middle of a whole bunch of other tables at breakfast, we were going to have a hard time getting service.
Yeah. I think it's because they tried to seat so many people at once, which I appreciate. They weren't like holding tables, but they need to work on that like whole figuring out when you seat people how quickly to get to them.
It wasn't breakfast. This is like an hour or an hour and 30 minutes.
It was
the whole time.
Yeah,
it was very short, so everybody went at one time.
Yeah,
yeah.
Short service window. They were trying to get everybody in there and get them back out, and they were trying to consolidate them into like one particular area of the whole dining room. So they were utilizing just a certain number of tables, so that made it harder.
Yeah.
So, it wasn't for, I mean, the servers, I think, were trying their best with what they had to work with too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was probably the only real struggle. Like
breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So very similar experience, obviously.
Yeah.
We've always said MDR, expect goods and bads. Specialty is good. And if you have to, just eat pizza all week. You'll have a good time.
I mean, the buffet did have like a salad bar. They had lots of hamburgers and hot dogs and things like that. And this one had 2 buffets, which is a little bit different. But one of them was never really open.
It was only open for ice cream or something.
That was a little odd. I wasn't sure how that worked.
The buffet was actually pretty good. The 2 times we had it.
Yeah. I mean, the food itself was good from the buffet when we went.
Yeah.
Good.
All right, let's jump to another topic. I think we've wrapped up food pretty well. All right, another one that always intrigues me with MSC is overall entertainment, specifically theater shows. Now, you remember we saw the Rock show, we saw the Michael Jackson show, we had that Peter Punk, which was the Flippy Flyy show, deck parties, live music around the ship. So, comparing to your previous experiences, entertainment on MSC.
An 11 out of 10.
11.
Wow.
Peter Punk to me was just a personal highlight. That man flipping around.
That was incredible to me to see that on a cruise ship. I mean, we've been to Vegas and seen the Cirque shows. It was almost to that level.
Yeah,
that's amazing. It was really good.
Yeah, I enjoyed all the theater shows. They were all great. Like the singers were good. Like the dancers were good. Like like those shows, the Peter Punk, that was like really, really good.
Yeah, and I forgot we had comedy. The comedian was great.
The comedian was really, really funny.
Yeah.
Now are we branching out to talk about like the outside stuff?
Yeah, anything entertainment wise. We're just wherever the conversation wants to go. We don't have to follow an outline. Who cares? We make our own rules.
So Halloween. The costume contest, that was a hot mess.
Yeah.
We had a good vantage point so we could kind of see what was going on. We could see the whole cluster unfolding. But,
weird.
It was kind of
I think you showed that on the video.
It was a chaotic edit and I left it that way.
Mass chaos. Trying to bless her for counting everybody off.
Yeah, there was
like 120 people later.
I mean, she at least got to 60, and I was like, I didn't see half of them. They're walking in a circle, and
then all of a sudden somebody won.
All of a sudden, there was like 6 of them up there at the front.
There's the top 6.
Like, this is the top 6. When did we do that?
She's counting off numbers.
The winner, and we don't know who the winner was.
She's like, clap for the ones you like. 1, 2, 3. I'm like, oh,
We're just clapping for every single person.
Except for who was that? Sully and Mike.
Oh yeah,
she stopped for a few.
That's the only one you could actually see.
He was big.
I think the group that won, the one that won was the family that was like Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger, Ghostface. It was like movie villains. So that was who officially won, if you could figure that out.
Like adults and kids.
Yeah. Obviously, you are far more advanced in your contest deciphering than the rest of us.
That was tough. Yeah.
But that's an anomaly, just the Halloween price once a year thing. But generally, the theater stuff and stuff they put on is excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we had a couple of parties, didn't we? There was the glow party, and there was
glow party.
We didn't do a lot of.
There was a Latin party. Yeah. And they had a 70s party. We kind of observed quickly while we were going on to do something else, but we didn't stay for those. But the glow party looked cool.
The glow party was that was the one that was out where it was raining
outside.
We didn't stay long.
And they had that on the smoking side of the deck out there too. Oh, yeah. So that's one reason why we didn't stay. It was not a very good venue.
Yeah.
They were painting faces and doing some extra stuff. So I mean, props to them for kind of like doing the freebie stuff.
Yeah. Which is cute.
Yeah.
Right. Any other entertainment highlights? We touched on shows, parties, live music. I mean, we sat around and listened to live music a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't remember being blown away by live music, but other than trying to blow this earbud.
A lot of Latin music.
Yeah, a lot of Latin music.
Yeah.
A lot
of that with MSC.
Techno. Yeah, high energy stuff, which was okay.
It was like European house parties and
you just jump to everything.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Right, we found plenty of things to entertain us, so it wasn't.
Oh yeah,
cool.
Yeah, and we did get seats for the shows. Like I know you have to check in for those. Like didn't have any issues with that. Yeah. So, but this cruise was also under capacity, right?
Yeah, it was 1,100 less people than would normally be on it. Yeah. That was lovely.
That helped.
Yeah, so the theater was still packed, and it was under capacity. So I can't imagine what it would be like if it was full capacity.
Because I think the theater held 800 people, but yet the ship has 5,000.
Yeah.
So
generally
tight, and there's 2 shows. So
so that would be a concern if it would otherwise.
All right, let's jump to another topic point. Oh, yes. Ocean Cay MSC Marine Reserve, the private island. So you guys first time at what I would say is it's top 2 for me.
Too,
now, Dari, we're not trying to lead the witness.
We're not
we're not leading the witness. I hate Ocean Cay. All right, so
awful.
Tell me about your Ocean Cay, the daytime events and the nighttime events.
We enjoyed it. The first day where we went to the whichever side that was.
Lighthouse, yeah.
Yes, the Lighthouse Beach. That was nice. Nice. I mean, the water was great. The beach was.
Yeah, it was nice and soft. No rocks.
Yeah. It was good. No issues there. We were able to go far enough out so a certain someone who can't
swim too well
was able to go out, and we didn't have to try to figure that out. So
it was a nice level beach ocean that you could walk out.
Very calm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we had the cute little bar over to the side by the lighthouse.
Yeah.
And we pretty much, I noticed in the video, we went to the bar and we hung out a while, and then the footage just stopped. I don't know what happened. I don't know.
The service was pretty good over there.
They were nice over there.
Yeah. It always pays to make friends with the bartenders, because then you end up with better drinks. And maybe not just at the one location where you make friends. Sometimes that follows you to other places.
But I found Ocean Cay to be pretty neat because they had different beaches, 5 maybe. So each beach was a little bit different. Like if you wanted to just relax in the ocean, or you want to go snorkeling and have the waves crash on you, then it had the little lagoon. So it was like a beach for everybody. Just pick what you want to do.
And it helps spread everybody out so that nothing felt crowded.
That's right.
Yeah.
I thought that was an interesting concept, having 5 beaches.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of other private islands, you'll just have one long stretch of beach, but that's where everybody's going to be. That's true. There's a couple of private islands like Ocean and Cocoa and stuff like that really help spread people out.
Yeah.
And then our food situation, I think, was an abnormality. There's normally a much better buffet.
Yeah, that wasn't the best.
Yeah, the first day, I mean, the burgers were good.
The
burgers were good. The buffet,
I think it was supposed to be different food. The first day they probably went all out, and the second day they did a more, I don't know.
Yeah, we would have to
just sandwiches and stuff.
Flop that around, because I think the buffet food was good the first day. We just missed it.
I'm not sure, though.
And then we got to go out and
the nighttime beach party was great.
Boom party on the sand,
and everybody get on the beach, and that was pretty fun.
Yeah,
it's unique. I don't know of anybody else who does that. So.
No, the Lighthouse show. And one thing I really like about it is if you have the drink and Wi-Fi package, it works on the island, which you cannot say for every other private island. And that's a huge plus.
Yeah,
that's right.
So,
it was nice to have your drinks included and
your
Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
It gives you a chance to spike your coffees.
Exactly. I was going to say, we even figured out a trick for spiked coffee.
And I mean, even the whole thing about Ocean Cay, it used to be the metal dumping
Right.
ground, and they actually bought the island as opposed to leasing it, cleaned it up. They're growing reefs. I mean, there's good stuff going on at Ocean Cay.
And
in
they're
the
still
background.
developing it actually
Yeah.
for more of that research.
Yeah.
I am going to say, watching these snorkeling footage from the second day,
Yeah.
with all the lovely barracudas hanging
I
out.
had no idea. I was standing
There was
right
a lot.
I mean, we were talking about it. We heard you.
Mhm.
We saw you show us, and we're like, okay. And then
Until
we
you
walked upstairs, and we're
see
like,
them.
Yeah.
okay.
I would tell you if you were in danger,
There's a secret I have to tell too, but I'll.
Oh.
Should I tell the secret? When I was editing the footage back,
yeah.
also, I saw quite a good number of jellyfish that were in the water all around us too, but they
they're
were
not the stinging kind.
stinging.
Yeah.
There were a lot.
Because we've swam with them before. They don't sting that variety.
You didn't tell that part.
Yeah, I would be in the water.
She didn't tell about the jellyfish. She left that out.
Well, I couldn't see them.
I don't think she saw them.
Yeah, I
I
couldn't
saw
see
them
them.
in passing on the camera, but
Oh,
she
really?
didn't even see them at the time. But like I would notice, and they were sizable too. Anyway,
Well, they didn't hurt us. We're fine.
that's
Thank
it.
goodness.
It won't deter me from going back to Ocean Cay. But anyway,
Last time I was there, we swam with a shark. So, you never know.
that's
Right. I mean, it is the ocean.
Yeah.
Things
yeah.
have a way of swimming around out there that you can't see.
Exactly.
That's what I'm talking about. They had that one side of the island where you could see stuff like that, and they had one side that had the net on it where there was very little stuff.
And the lagoon, which is even slightly more protected.
Yeah,
so
true.
hey, whatever. Okay.
So plenty of options.
Yeah,
Except for the lagoon has the seaweed, grass, whatever.
it's kind of
slimy bottom.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's not
still
the
nice,
most
though.
pleasant foot feel in that place most times.
People love it, though.
I did have on my water shoes, so at least that was that.
All right. So a category, this one might be a little bit of a quicker category, but just kind of thinking in terms of the Seaside itself as a ship, like the decor of the ship, the look, the feel, the layout, venues, the pools, ability to find seats, any sort of things that you notice compared to other cruises you've done. So the ship.
It was very shiny,
Yes.
Yeah.
very
Always.
sparkly,
Mm-hmm.
lots of shiny things to look at.
Crystal.
Plenty of seating,
Yes.
like as far as venues, where if you just wanted to go find a place to sit down and have a conversation, or just people watch, or look out the window, or have your drink, or whatever, there were tons of areas to just sit and chill and hang out, and never felt crowded. Didn't have to hunt around, except for when we wanted the king seats.
Yeah, the king seats we had.
Yeah. And the garage club was a little bit of an issue for me. That
Yeah.
karaoke lounge, but other than
It
that.
was, it wasn't very good. But other than that,
Yeah.
it was,
Yeah, seating was above average
Mhm.
for a cruise ship.
Yeah.
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 They
And
had
like-
big venues.
And like
that's it.
layout, like in terms of learning the ship and where things are.
that seemed to be easy enough, except for, I will admit that I generally just am kind of point me in the right direction, and I'm just going like there's a crowd, there's a crowd of us. So I'm,
It's like everything was in the middle of the ship, right? Because you had the front ship and the back, of course, but everything was like in the middle. You
Pretty
kind of
much.
walk back and
Yeah.
forth through the middle to all the venues.
Yeah.
Not too
Yeah.
bad then.
Yeah, it seems like it's pretty well laid out. Like everything you want to get to, it's not too far from anything else. I mean,
No.
layout of
Especially
the ship
dining
is something I don't really pay attention to too much. So I was
Unless
just
you get
curious.
lost a lot.
That's true.
especially dining was the hardest thing to find when we had to drop.
Oh, yeah,
gosh,
because you can't
that's
get from one
16.
section to the other.
Yeah.
You have to go. Yeah.
That was
true.
rough. That's right.
But once we
So-
figured it out, it was all
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, and you're not going there every day, so
I
Yeah.
thought the elevators were probably the best I've used on a ship, though.
Yeah.
They were great.
it actually their smart
They-
elevators actually worked like they're probably designed to.
Yeah, it worked really good.
Yeah, because we've had those on Vista and Horizon, and I mean I like the ones on Vista and Horizon, but these I don't know. I'm a fan of smart elevators. A lot of people hate them. I like them.
I like them because they don't get overcrowded with people just
Right.
trying to jump in.
if they use them correctly.
They have a purpose.
Yes, and people can't just jump in front of you on
Right.
the elevator because they don't know where it's going.
It might not
Well,
go
they
to their
can,
floor.
but
So
they may not
ha-ha.
end up
They can, but
Yeah.
they're probably not going to get where they were wanting to
You
get.
might get stuck. So good luck. That's all I know.
They had more elevators than other cruise lines, maybe. It seemed like there were
Yeah.
a lot.
They have a lot of
And they were
elevator
big.
banks.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
even in the back, there was those special ones all the way in the
Oh,
back that
yeah.
were
Yeah.
panoramic that overlooked the back. So
Yeah.
And the other ones had two different
There's two
sections
different
of it.
banks.
Yeah.
Yeah, of multiple elevators there.
Yeah.
yeah, convenient. Dang, we're so smart tonight. All right, do you got a dog over there? What's happening over there?
She is being extra needy. So needy.
We get extra thumbs ups for dogs. Oh yeah, the only other thing I had under the venues was the pools, because remember we walked around, they had the jungle themed pool, and then there was like the big splashy other area.
And then the big pool out on the leader deck, which we didn't swim in, but
that's true.
Yeah, we can go to that one. But the jungle pool I enjoyed. It was a little deep.
It was deep though,
oh
wasn't
my
it?
gosh, it is deep.
Yeah. It was over 6 feet deep.
We could not stand.
Not as deep as the Norwegian one though, I don't think.
No.
Yeah, that's true.
Was it
That was
Escape?
like
That was the
7
deepest
feet.
pool.
Yeah.
Our Armonia and Norwegian Escape have had the deepest pools.
I think it's just like a European thing. They like those deep pools. I don't know. It keeps you exercising the whole
I
time.
think they do it so you can have drinks in the pool. Because you can't sit there and float with a drink in your hand. So I think that's the other reason.
You can.
Well, you definitely probably spill it though.
But no drinks were allowed in the pool, so you know.
True. Maybe that's why they make them deep.
If you swim fast enough, you can have one, I guess.
Right.
Get away.
Get a little float.
I think you have to get out eventually though.
My next topic we've kind of actually already touched on was just overall service. We talked about restaurant and bar service. So we obviously kind of touched on our dining room service already. Yeah. Any specific notes on bar service? We found some great waiters on there.
Yeah.
Bar service was great.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
No problems with the bar service.
Sometimes they were overly generous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I enjoy the people walking around asking if you want a drink, like you're sitting somewhere relaxing.
The roving.
Walking around asking you.
Yep, lots of all over the ship. It wasn't like just one area where you could go sit and they would come. Like there was lots of areas where they had the wait staff coming around. Even like where we got the affogatos, like we weren't expecting that they would have them actually out walking around there, but they were.
So
yeah,
that was really nice.
But yeah, service was great. If we're touching on like the room stewards,
hit it. That's service. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
we apparently had one. Because our room got cleaned and the bed got made and the towels got refreshed, but we never saw him. There were people in our hall, but we have no idea if one of them was our steward or not. They never saw them. Never got a card in the room, like nothing. But I mean, we got our papers, we got all of our stuff like we're supposed to. So apparently somebody existed. Yeah. But we never.
I mean, you'd be gone 30 minutes, come back, and you'd be clean. It's like
he's a magician.
Left.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think he lives under the bed.
He's living under the bed.
He's a ninja under the bed.
Or the closet.
And I think that's kind of the way MSC likes it. There's some cruise lines that really want that to be like an invisible experience. They kind of want it to feel like a magical thing. Yep. So there you go. See, I think we only met our room steward because I walked in on him cleaning the room a couple of times. Yeah. Otherwise, I don't think we would have met ours either.
I think we've noticed more recently when we've been cruising, like all of them are kind of doing that because we just did Norwegian and like we had to approach him to learn that he was our room steward. So maybe that's just a new thing.
Carnival and Royal, they really go out of their way to meet you.
Yeah.
And then the other ones, they're kind of starting to become like
weird.
Invisible magic people.
Yep. Now I will say at least there was a little pad and a pencil in the room. Like if we'd have needed something, we could have wrote him a little note, which is not the case on some lines anymore.
Oh, well, that's true.
So, so at least there was that if we had actually needed something.
True.
And I mean, they were all friendly though. Like we walked down the hall and they would be out in the hall and they would always speak to us and,
good.
Say, ask how we were or whatever. But yeah, that was just different.
Yeah, this particular ship, I think we had a really good service experience too. We've only really had one iffy MSC service experience, Paravelia.
Yeah,
but otherwise, we've enjoyed the service on MSC overall, especially in the Sea View. We would have like 4 people walking around trying to see if we wanted drinks in the king chairs at the Sea View.
Yeah,
right. Like, okay.
Yeah, I feel like they had a good amount of staff to the ratio of people. Granted, there were less people on the ship, but even so, I felt like they had plenty of staff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I enjoy any cruise ship that gives you snacks while you're sitting there. That is a thumbs up.
And there were choices of snacks.
That's right. Chips, peanuts.
That's right. Yeah. Nuts and chips. All they needed was corn nuts and it would have been perfect.
Corn nuts.
Some Norwegian corn nuts.
Yeah.
All right. We're coming into the home stretch now. All right. Now here's a big one that I think is always important and people might want to know. Overall, MSC experience of value for money, what you get for what you pay in terms of drink packages, Wi-Fi, things like that. So your experience on other cruise lines versus what you get out of this cruise for what you paid into the cruise.
I feel like it was a good value. I mean, we got drinks on the ship, on the private island, all
Wi-Fi for each device we have.
Yeah, so with our package we each got Wi-Fi for one device. So we were both able to have it with the package that we booked under.
Yeah.
Which
I mean, yeah, it's probably the cheapest cruise line we have gone on that included everything.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You can choose that
cruising
too.
again.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Price
'Cause
to value, I think it was probably one of the best ones we've done.
Yeah, because we've done Norwegian together with the free at sea, and you're going to pay a lot more for something like that with the free at sea and all that versus MSC's package and things. So at least that in the market right now, this could change in the future. Who knows?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I feel
Don't
like
let
it was
MSC
hundreds of dollars cheaper than other cruise lines that give you the same thing.
Yeah. And you can choose if you don't want the drinks and the Wi-Fi, you can just do the cruise
true.
only and save even more. But it's totally worth it to do it, in my opinion.
Yeah. The only thing, and it falls into this part maybe, was the room, because we originally booked into a guaranteed interior.
Yeah, I think it was a Fantastica interior.
And so then they just automatically bumped us up to a balcony. So we're like, hey, look, we got this free balcony. They bumped us up. But in the meantime, we had also bid on an upgrade to the Aria, and we had bid on an upgrade to the Yacht Club. And so once we got the free balcony, we were like, we kind of forgot about the biddings that we had done, and also didn't realize that we could have canceled them if we had wanted to. So at the last minute I get an email and they're like, oh, you've been upgraded to an Aria balcony. And I'm like, why am I'm paying more for a balcony when I already have a balcony for free?
But you got to go to the spa, wasn't that it?
And we got your time dining, which I think in MSC is important.
But
so it worked out in the end because DJ were able to upgrade. Also, they bid.
Because we were just in a regular balcony. We had to go put in an Aria bid or up our bid actually to keep up.
It was just a joke between us. Like we had a free balcony, then we paid for a balcony.
Yeah.
You paid basically to stay in a balcony. But
right. And it was just in a different part of the ship. But we did. I mean, we did get some stuff for that. So in the end, it all worked out. We're not complaining. I mean, it was great. Not complaining about it at all. That was just kind of funny.
Something to learn for next time. If you end up in a cool room, you're like, go cancel all your bids.
Just don't do it.
Who knows? All right, we're at the end. So the very end of it, you've kind of already answered this question, but any last words, final thoughts on things that we haven't even touched on? If you could each or jointly pick one, what is the biggest pro or positive thing of your MSC experience? What is the biggest negative thing of your MSC experience? And would you cruise MSC again? Bring it home. Here we go.
Biggest pro. Well, the food, I think the food overall was good. So
is that your pro?
I don't know.
That didn't sound like a pro. I remember.
I like how Ricky's like, that's your pro?
I remember having discussions about that
My
food.
pro is the value of the cruise and what you get. That's my number one. That was the price you paid and what you got was excellent. My con would be, this is me personally, the food choices. I like to have more food choices than just Italian and seafood.
Yeah.
And would I cruise them again? Yes. Planning on it.
That's true. There may be something in the
Planning
works.
on it.
Yeah. Maybe something in the works.
See, my pro. I would say overall, like the ability to find a good seating to sit and hang out with our friends.
Because that's tough.
Which is the real pro of this whole cruise.
Well, that's true. Hanging out, y'all.
It was amazing.
That's the ultimate pro of the whole cruise. We got to go back and cruise with our friends.
Oh, I forgot about the entertainment. That was good too.
Yeah, see?
I have to have two pros.
You can have two
That's
pros.
fine.
All right, two pros is fine.
Yeah, I mean, that Peter Punk show.
I know. That was the highlight for me, too. That was the second highlight. First, Ricky and Laura. Second, Peter Punk. There you go.
That was good. The con. Some of the menu options for me, because of my food preferences, they were lacking. Because we're not foodies. So that was probably, if you want to call it a negative, because I still found something to eat, but
True. A lot of pasta, a lot of steak.
I mean, I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. But it also made me kind of look at the menu a little harder to see if I would like branch out to try something that I wouldn't normally get. So
and you did try some new things.
So maybe it's not totally a negative.
That's true.
Yeah.
Expand your horizons.
It's like an interview question when they ask you what your weakness is. That was good. I like how you turned it around.
You got the job. You can keep your ranch on the live streams.
Yay!
Yeah. This whole thing's been an interview.
Yeah. And will we do it again? Well, maybe. We'll see.
Maybe. Let's look to the future. Yeah, I mean, my pros always hit the same marks: the value for money, the Peter Punk show. I think my only couple of negative cons, and it's MSC in general, and one of them is just me personally, is that when you buy the Wi-Fi, you can't switch the Wi-Fi from one device to another.
Yeah.
That's not a con. That's a pet peeve.
Most people don't need 2 devices.
Correct. We always have to buy double Wi-Fi because we need 4 devices.
Right.
I guess my overall con with MSC is the lack of my time dining unless you get into the Aria or the Yacht
That was
Club.
nice.
That is, but I'm glad we avoided that.
And the fact that they switch your dining, even though you choose early or late, sometimes it doesn't matter. If you read your confirmation, they'll say, we will put you where we want to.
They will bump
and they
you
will.
so fast.
Don't fall in love with that time.
So maybe not a con, a pet peeve con. You know what I mean?
Basically, we could go to the dining room anytime we wanted to and have the same table every night.
That was nice.
Actually,
yeah.
Same
wait
table.
staff.
Same wait staff,
Same table.
whenever we want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the best thing we got out of Aria.
Yeah, that was probably the best.
It really was.
This
really
was cool.
All right. Did we have? I think we made it to the end of the list.
Yeah,
That
we
was it. And we're
did.
right at about a half hour. Look at this. We're doing amazing
are
things
awesome.
here. All right. So, any other last words, or I guess we'll wind it down, and that'll be our MSC wrap up.
One question for you and y'all two: is the same shows on all MSC or is
No.
MSC
No.
So Peter,
All different.
We've never seen a repeat show on any MSC ship.
Yeah, those were all new to us.
All unique usually. The only thing is they sing like the Italian goodbye song.
The
or
time to
whatever.
say
The time to
goodbye.
say goodbye on every
Yeah,
ship. But
but-
other than that, it's all different.
I've never seen a duplicate show.
Yeah, 'cause I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess that's it. So we'll do our outro now, and then we may sit here and talk a while. But y'all just won't see that. So
Okay.
all right. So thanks for hanging out for the thingamajig. If you have not already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Become a Pyromaniac today. Socialize all our media: Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yep. And until next time.
Rock on.
And thanks to Ricky and Laura for
Thanks
joining
for
us.
hanging out. Bye, y'all.